The trauma of data backup can be a lifelong, debilitating condition. Its victims come from all walks of life, but all have one thing in common. Each of them relied upon tape-based backup, which today science has proven to fail nearly 50% of the time. Tragically, they actually thought their businesses were being protected, when the pitiful reality was that they were, in fact, not. Hello. I'm Dr. Harold Twainwick, the director of the Institute for Backup Trauma. It may be too late for people like Bob, Marcia, and Phil, but it didn't have to be this way. They could have saved themselves if only they had listened to me. But I was just one little voice crying out in the high-tech wilderness of conventional wisdom, destined yet again to be completely ignored. But I harbor no bitterness, really. With your indulgence, I'd like to take the next few minutes to show you the place that we call home. Here at the clinic, we provide care to some of the most extreme cases, such as those with acute vertigitis. While treatment is not necessarily effective, it at least gives the appearance that we are trying. Now, when it's 95 degrees, you do not leave your tapes to melt on the back seat of a what?
Car?
Very good, very good. Truth to tell, I have a particular affinity for these poor sods, because I am not only director of the Institute for Backup Trauma, I'm also a former patient. And here is my story. I was head of IT for a chain of dental care facilities, personally responsible for ensuring the backup of multiple offices, when the scourge of backup failure suddenly struck. Hold on, Fred, are you telling me that all the tapes are soaking wet because you stored them under the sink? Yes, darling, the washing up liquid is under the sink. Gotta fly. Love you, sweetie. Love you, love you, love you.
Twainwick!
Oh.
A virus attacked our system, all of our branches are down, and you're chatting with your sweetie?
I've got all our branches working on it, no worries.
You'd better get those backups restored ASAP, or I'll not only fire you, I'll fire your whole family. And your ancestors.
Good idea. Hilda, did you store the tapes off-site? No, not exactly, but I'll have them really soon, definitely. I think. Hang on. No, Steve, file not found is not a good thing. Susan, explain for me, if you would, the term screwed the pooch. No, Frank, last week's tape won't help. We need Thursday's. It's the one with Thursday on it, you stupid git. Jim, you've got the tapes? Thank God someone was smart enough to store them off-site. How soon will you be back at the office? Jim? Hilda, tell me you got the tapes. Got it. What's the date on it? Saturday Night Fever. Not happy. Thankfully, unlike our business, I was able to make a full recovery. Others are not so fortunate, which is why backup trauma prevention is so important. Through extensive scientific research, we here at the Institute have discovered a solution from a company called LiveVault. They offer the first fully automated, disk-based backup and recovery solution. No tape, no backup trauma, all quite reliable. The challenge, of course, is to drive home this critical message to IT managers. No small task. Believe you me, I tried for years to warn people about using tape systems for backup, as I've said, speeches, letters, articles in trade magazines and the like, but just try to point out the sheer folly of entrusting precious data, the bits and bytes that form the fabric of their livelihood, to the unreliability, the reckless insecurity, oh yes, no problem, your data's safely backed up, don't you worry your pretty little head, who'll notice a few volumes out of place here and there when the whole bloody company is a mess to begin with. The excuse for a technology known as tape backup and see what response you get from Mr. John Q, IT manager, with his Dilbert cartoons taped like wallpaper around his groundhog farm cubicle and diet soda cans stacked up like they're f***ing Martha Stewart design accessories. And this is why I care so deeply, so, dare I say it, lovingly, for our patients here, and why I was so terribly pleased to find a retraining technique that truly works. Through the use of subtle subliminal messages intermixed with entertaining films, combined with a cocktail of pharmaceutical enhancements, the folly of using tape for backup becomes inescapably evident.
Can I go home now, please?
No, just one more. Backup trauma is a serious condition with symptoms that can last a lifetime, but it doesn't have to happen to you. If you think that you, or someone that you love, may be suffering from backup trauma, be sure to click the first button for a virtual tour of the Institute for Backup Trauma, including a free online screening test for the symptoms of BT. Click the second button to learn more about Live Vault solutions, and whatever you do, don't click the third button. Please. From all of us at the Institute, we thank you.